Number 1. Rubber bands will last much longer when they are refrigerated. Number 2. There are 293 ways to make change for $1. Number 3. The Grand Theft Auto franchise has lawsuits that total over $1 billion. Number 4. All clocks in Pulp Fiction are set to 4:20. It also says here that some people state there are 2 scenes where the clocks are not set to this. Watch the movie to figure out which scenes they were. I've never seen the movie, but it seems like this fact is immediately contradicting itself. So, I don't know if that one's true. Number 5. The eye of an ostrich is bigger than its brain. That one I have heard before. Number 6. A dime has 118 ridges on its edge. Number 7. On average, a secretary will use their left hand for 56% of what they type on a keyboard. Number 8. The largest pair of eyes in the world belongs to the giant squid. It says its eyes are the size of soccer balls. The largest fish eye is only around 9 centimeters wide, and that is on the swordfish. But the giant squid's eye is 25 centimeters wide. Number 9. The Pokemon Rhydon was the first to ever be created. I haven't played Pokemon or watched Pokemon in a very long time, but I have no idea who Rhydon is. That wasn't why I stuttered. I've now lost count, so I'm going to stop counting the facts. The national flag of Libya was formerly just the color green. Looks like until 2011 it was just a green flag. The plastic tips of shoelaces are called aglets. Sign language has tongue twisters that are called finger fumblers. Penguins fly underwater, but then it says they swim so well underwater that it seems as if they are flying. They can swim up to speeds of 25 miles per hour. Minnie Mouse's first name is not Minnie. It is Minerva, but Minnie was a nickname given to the character by Ub Iwerks. I have no idea how that name is pronounced. And Walt Disney. Her real name is rarely used. I don't know if that's Ub or Oob, and maybe Iwerks or Iwerks. I've never seen that name before. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer is female. This can be observed through their antlers. Female deer shed their antlers in the spring and grow them back into full size by winter. The male reindeer stops its growth during the winter. A jiffy is a proper unit of time. It is exactly 1/1000th of a second. This is slower than a plank, which is sextillion times faster. April 11th, 1954 was recorded as the most boring day in the world. Statistics show that no significant occurrences took place in the world. This was calculated by should say, your eyeballs only change their size by a small amount until about 20 or 21 years old. Blue-eyed people have higher alcohol tolerance. Pubic hair lives for about 3 weeks. Male bees can only mate once. After mating with a female, the male bee's endophallus is removed. Its abdomen also rips open and results in the male bee's death. I think that might be the main reason why. Smelling green apples helps with weight loss. A research stated that the smell can help curb your hunger. The neutral sweet scent that comes from green apples and bananas is enough to temporarily forget about hunger. A snail has 2,500 teeth. These teeth can be found on their tongue that is covered in ridges. They eat by rubbing their tongue on their food while the ridges cut it into tiny pieces. They eat things like leaves, I believe. You can die from staying awake for 2 weeks straight. So you should probably go to sleep. Go to sleep. You should go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. You should go to sleep. Pigeons cannot fart. Birds' intestines are short, which causes them to get rid of waste more frequently. So the waste doesn't remain inside them to let off the gases. So they have no need to. Space partly smells like diesel fuel and barbecue. was a spy. To be more precise, he was an agent for the British Secretary Coordination. He was tasked to gather intel during the Second World War. NASCAR drivers lose weight while racing. The average driver can lose up to 10 pounds worth of weight by sweating. A race car regularly reaches temperatures of 170 degrees despite the built-in ventilation. Indians read the most in the world. On average, they spend 10 hours more of their time during the week just reading. Cap'n Crunch was once sued for not using real berries. An American woman named Janine Sugawara was shocked to find out the cereal was falsely advertising its contents. However, the complaint was quickly dismissed when the judge stated that there is no such thing as Crunchberry. Cap'n Crunch's full name is Horatio Magellan Crunch. He was named after Ferdinand Magellan. His ship is called the SS Guppy. The most widely printed book in the world is the catalog for IKEA. IKEA has over 200 million copies of its catalog circulated annually. Okay, but I feel like there are probably changes made to that catalog over time, right? So it isn't the exact same every time. Whereas something like, say, the Bible, at least if it's the same version of the Bible, would be more or less the same every time. It specifically mentions after that that this surpasses the amount of printing the Christian Bible has. That's why I used it as my example. Crocodiles are one of the planet's oldest living creatures. The aurora borealis has a sister phenomenon, which can be viewed in the southern hemisphere. It is called the aurora australis. The salty taste of bacon isn't natural. The salty flavor comes from the curing and brining processes. After the meat is prepared, it is flavored and preserved. There was a fifth member of the Beatles. Stuart Sutcliffe was a painter and is. That doesn't mean you can't crack them. It means you're just not actually cracking anything. The bones of the human body can multiply in density. Your funny bone is a nerve. once did pretty much everything imaginable. If you look for it, you'll find a story where a Florida man did it, no matter what it is. Great Britain once had a number where you could report rogue traffic cones. This hotline was launched in 1992, but was mocked for being pointless and a waste of government funds. The largest recorded snowflake is 15 inches wide. It was recorded on January 28th, 1887 in Montana, USA. It was stated that Army personnel witnessed the falling snowflake as frisbee-sized. McDonald's once had bubblegum flavored broccoli. This was done as an attempt to make kids enjoy eating vegetables, but it failed for obvious reasons. I mean, it says obvious reasons, but I don't know how obvious those reasons are. It seems to me like if you could make vegetables taste like candy, it might make kids enjoy eating them more. But I would guess it probably tasted like bubblegum and broccoli, which would probably be not so good. American Airlines saved money by getting rid of olives from their meals. By removing a single olive on their first class meals, they saved $40,000 a year during the 1980s, which is wild to me because I personally think olives are gross. OMG was first used in a letter to Winston Churchill in 1917. A retired British admiral of the Royal Navy became excited due to headlines regarding the mobilizing forces of Britain. He quickly wrote a small acronym for "Oh my God" in his letter to share the news. Sailors consider black cats to be good luck. I've heard that sailors would often have a cat on the ship with them as good luck and would see it as bad luck if there was no cat. But I definitely read that in a book. It was called Red Skies Over Red Seas. It is, I think, the third book in the Gentleman Bastards series. So it might not be true, but I think it is, and I think it was promoted and became an executive for PepsiCo. North Korean teachers were required to play the accordion. This instrument is also known as the people's instrument due to its convenient size, suitable for taking to marches. Students from all schools in the country are required to learn them. Melting glaciers make fizzy noises. This is also known as Bergy Seltzer or Bergy Seltzer, maybe, because of how similar it sounds to fizzing soda. Male students attending Brigham Young University cannot grow beards. This is a Mormon flagship university with several strict guidelines that include banning premarital sex, alcohol, and tattoos. Well, there are at least 3 reasons I cannot go to that school. A pistol can only be used was a necessity in changing the mood against the state. So it seems like it's more conjecture that it helped topple the Berlin Wall. I thought it was going to be like he was doing a concert while they were dismantling it and went and helped pull some of the bricks down or something. Tap water in Manhattan is not kosher. Very small crustaceans have been found in the tap water within New York City. Automatically, this cannot be considered kosher water. I've heard that the bagels in New York City are better than anywhere else because of the water in New York City. I don't know if this is true, but I have ordered bagels from New York City before, and they were definitely the best bagels I have ever eaten. They were amazing. And maybe it's because they were made with very small crustaceans. A park ranger from the U.S. was once hit by lightning 7 times. I've heard of this guy before. This doesn't have his name here, but you can look it up. I've read the Wikipedia about him, and it seems that most of the wild things that he claims have happened to him in his life aren't exactly able to be proven. Like, I think there's proof that he was hit by lightning at least a couple of times, but there isn't proof of each time he's claimed. And I believe he's also claimed to have multiple run-ins with various bears. And it just seems wild. But I also remember it saying that he became depressed by people not believing him and took his own life. So, I don't know. It does seem like he lived a very wild life, though. No, I think he became depressed because people were afraid to be around him because they thought they would be hit by lightning. So he became very lonely. Either way, a very interesting read with some very crazy things. The fedora was originally a hat made for women. I have seen women wear them, and they do seem to work on both men and women. I honestly like the look of a fedora, and hate the reputation they get, but I never wear hats of any kind anyway. I definitely wouldn't wear a fedora. Um, I feel like it's one of those things where a specific, group or type of person became drawn to something, and then that something gets a negative connotation to it. Like how the swastika was adopted by Nazis, and ever since, if you see one, you think Nazis and racism and anti-Semitism, but that symbol existed before the Nazis did. They just ruined it for anybody else that wanted to use it. The story of Beauty and the Beast was aimed to make women open to arranged marriages. The original 1740 tale stated that the beast was an elephant-fish hybrid. The story mainly revolves around not the water. This is because over time